Do you ever stress over attracting enough new patients into your practice so that you can have that vibrant and successful and highly profitable clinic that you've always dreamed of? Let's put it another way. Are you seeing enough new patients right now to achieve your dreams? Or do you wonder what else you should be doing so that you can attract enough new patients to live the life you'd hoped to live back when you were in college? Now, if these questions stir up irritation or feelings of angst or strong emotion, you're not alone. You're definitely not alone on this. In this video, I'm going to discuss the 5 primary steps to a recession and inflation-proof marketing strategy, one that's designed to flood your practice with enough quality new patients so that you can blast through to your dreams. I'm Dr. Tomshack, CEO of HealthSource, America's Chiropractor, and you're watching the Chiropractor Solution channel, which is a video series that we put together that helps you grow your practice and your career, of course, both professionally and personally. And before we dive into the 5 primary marketing steps to create new patients, without respect to inflation or recession, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you can continue receiving these videos. And if you enjoy this content, please give us a thumbs up to make it easier for other chiros to find this content. To begin with, what do you think is the most important marketing strategy for your clinic? Most important. Now, granted, there's a host of things, a myriad of actions you can take to attract new patients. But know this, there is just one most important strategy that when you execute it appropriately and with precision, it's going to help all the other marketing work much, much better. So what's the answer? Now that you thought about it for a couple, like 3 seconds, go ahead and enter it into the comments section. Even if you're not correct, certainly there's going to be a lot of value in your opinion. So please tell us what you think is the most important strategy below. Now, before telling you what that is, let's preface it by stating the obvious, which is before you ever engaged in spending any kind of dollars on marketing whatsoever, you should first inspect the product that you deliver to your community or to your patients. In other words, the services that you provide. Certainly, you didn't wake up this morning and say, boy, I sure hope to be like every other chiropractor in my city today. I'm going to do exactly what they do. Now, of course, you didn't say that to yourself when you woke up or any other time. That'd be rather silly. I mean, after all, who tells themselves, I want to be mediocre or average? That's not what we want. But then I got a question, and that's why do so many chiropractors practice in the exact same fashion that the others in their community practice? Why is it that so many DCs are still using older treatments like E-stim or ultrasound or traction or other modalities? Or maybe they're trying to compete with Massage Envy by offering massage. Well, it's a great question, and it's one that only those chiros can answer. Maybe it's boredom, maybe they're stuck in a routine, or maybe they just don't have the bandwidth to stay current with the technological boom that affects our profession today, and that's probably it. So to summarize this premise, suffice it to say that before investing your dollars into marketing, please make sure that your services are the very best available in your community so that your patients are truly receiving state-of-the-art care, which in turn, that's going to elevate their results, and that in turn elevates our profession and exposes us chiros to so much more of the population. This is how we truly make a significant difference both in our community and in our profession. Now, for example, a month ago, a chiropractor called me up asking if we had one of the new, far more effective lasers, the kind that gets incredibly deep penetration with a lot of joules of energy for even better soft tissue healing. Now, he had a patient, Olympic gold medalist, that had a new injury, the kind that these new higher powered photomyomodulation units, they're perfect to accelerate this type of healing. Now, the great news is that this chiro was very current on the exponential technological changes in the laser industry, which is really cool to see. He knew exactly what would work best for this patient to work synergistically with the chiropractic care that he was delivering. That was encouraging. And guess what? If photobiomodulation will work for a gold medalist, it'll work pretty much on all patients with a similar type of injury, right? This doctor now has this laser model on order now because he knows that it's the right thing to offer. But let's get back to marketing and not photobiomodulation. The most important marketing strategy for you to employ well before you invest in other strategies is to invest in search engine optimization, or SEO. I know, it's not sexy. But in today's age, you must show up in the top 3 organic search slots, the top 3. Most people no longer even go below the top 3. So it's critical your clinic is in one of those positions. So how do you get there? That's an extremely lengthy discussion. And of course, your number and quality of reviews plays a large, hugely significant role. So make sure that that's an avenue in which you're investing time and attention. Do you have a process or a system in place to generate more really good reviews for your practice? If you're open to sharing it so that others can learn, please tell us about it in the comments section. Let's call it Chiros helping Chiros, and that's needed a whole lot more in our profession. So thanks for playing full out. By the way, creating more reviews is not a difficult process, but it does take a good plan plus some perseverance, some discipline. And for instance, you could very easily create a QR code and post it at your front desk, and it takes your patients, once they capture it on their phone, right to the review platform that you would like them to leave a review. This is a simple and easy strategy, and you can then plus it by gifting them a small free gift after they submit a review. Now caution, make sure you closely follow your state board and federal regulations. You need to know these. You don't want to violate an inducement rule, so be careful and spend a little time on some due diligence to make sure that you are compliant, because there's a federal statute and then there's individual state regulations. So regarding a free gift, maybe it's a coffee mug that's branded to your clinic. I recommend steering clear of putting your name on the mug. That's a tad vain, and there are better ways of doing this strategy. I would brand it to your clinic's name. Now, SEO is also massively affected by how well your website is written and then SEO optimized. Most of us didn't go to school to be website designers or UXO people or copywriters. So this is a skill set that you should employ. You should hire temporarily, outsource in other words. And beware of the small firms selling a one-size-fits-all website to a host of chiropractors. If they're all the same, it'll be very hard for your site to rank higher than the other DCs in your market that are using it. So your website should be crafted uniquely to your clinic by a firm that's well-schooled in website design, UXO, and optimization. You have better things to do than try to build a website. Now, when your website is optimized correctively and rather aggressively, you can quickly start scaling upward in the organic search ranking. Now remember, you want to get in the top 3 positions, one of those positions, and when you get there, the rest of your marketing strategies will begin to work much, much better because you're now easier to find. Let's say someone responds to a Google ad that you place. They then search for your clinic on Google to learn more, and because you show up further down the list, maybe 6, 7, or 8, maybe even worse, page 2, they merely give up looking for you and instead book an appointment with one of the DCs that show up in the first 3 slots. That happens all day long, which is why you must invest in a really good website that's robustly SEO optimized. This must come first, so you're not wasting your money running a bunch of ads or posting on social, and then they can't find you anyways. So mission number 1 is get in the top 3 slots for organic search ranking. The next video will discuss the remaining 4 marketing strategies that will recession and inflation-proof your practice. If you found this video interesting and I hope helpful, grab our free report for chiropractors at hsfranchising.com. It'll show you how to scale your state-of-the-art practice. It's the game plan we're currently following, and it's made these last 3 years just massive growth. We blew away our projections. You can do the same thing. If you want what others have, do what they do, and you will get what they get. So again, head on over to hsfranchising.com. Check out the videos. I think you're going to like them. And as always, I welcome your feedback and opinions on this topic in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a fantastic day.